You know that at Stand to Reason, our goal is to build ambassadors. We want to build a certain type of person. We want to incarnate Christianity in a person with knowledge, wisdom, character, okay? What happens, though, when you're a teacher, for example, and you're in an environment where some other worldview is required for you to teach? For example, humanistic principles. That is a worldview that's completely centered around man. Now what do? You want to be faithful to Christ. At the same time, you don't want to advance a worldview that's hostile to Christianity, but you still have to do your job. Now, it seems to me in many of these situations, there is not going to be a necessary conflict. Let's just say humanism, for example. Now, humanism is a worldview in which human beings are on the throne. And what flows from that is a series of ideas or practices or virtues or things that they think are valuable and important. Maybe education is valuable, for example, or honesty would be valuable, or respecting other people. These are all virtues of the humanistic system. Why can't you, as a follower of Christ, go ahead and teach those principles, the honesty and respect for other people and the value of knowledge, without necessarily integrating them into the humanistic system itself? That is, you can think about the particulars of the system, and you can seize upon those things that are genuine virtues and advance those virtues, teach them, because they're going to be consistent with your own worldview as a follower of Christ. Now, if you get to a point where there is a particular thing that you are asked to teach that is inconsistent with your convictions, this is where I think you have to stand your ground. Let's just take an educational system, the whole bullying stuff. Bullying's not right. But the bullying education, or I should say anti-bullying education, though, is not about bullying. It's about homosexuality. It's about approving of homosexuality. If I were a teacher in that situation, I'd want to stand up against bullying, whether it's with homosexuals or anybody else. Bullying is bad, regardless who does it. But that doesn't mean that what I have to do is talk about how great homosexuality is to keep people from bullying. No, you deal with the issue, the bullying, not advancing the worldview element that turns out to be a lie. And if you are pressed on that, this is where I encourage you to stand firm. I will not teach that the way you're asking me to teach it, because this is a violation of my conscience. I cannot say something is good that my God says is not good. Actually, don't say my God, just say God. Then then you don't appear to be relativizing it. If God says it's bad, I can't say it's good. Now, I can participate in all kinds of things that are things I can get behind, but I can't do that, nor should I be obliged to. So when you're in a situation to be an ambassador for Christ, you can advance virtues of other worldviews that are consistent with your own worldview. When you have to advance the worldview per se that's false, or some detail of the worldview that is false, this is where you say, I can't do that. We're going to have to find a workaround, because I cannot do that. No. Advice is cheap. That means I don't have to pay the price for giving you this advice. And for some of you, you might have to pay the price, but I don't know any other way around it.